There was a moment, late one evening, when I stood at the edge of a crossroads, staring at two paths, one paved with the certainty of tradition, the other shrouded in uncertainty and the whispers of what could be. For years, I had followed the script, the stable job, the predictable hours, the quiet approval of those who had built their lives on the same foundation. But something inside me had been quietly unraveling, like a thread pulled from a tapestry I no longer recognized. I remember the weight of my parents' expectations, the way their voices echoed in my mind, urging me to stay, to settle, to avoid the chaos of the unknown. Yet, the more I tried to silence the voice of my own ambition, the louder it grew, demanding to be heard. I didn't know how to reconcile the life I was living with the one I longed to create. There were nights I'd lie awake, replaying conversations where my parents had said, "You're better off where you are." Their words laced with pride, but also a quiet fear of what might happen if I dared to choose differently. I didn't want to disappoint them, but I couldn't ignore the gnawing truth that I wasn't thriving. I was surviving, and that was never enough. The turning point came when I finally stopped asking for permission and started asking for purpose. I realized that the guilt I felt wasn't about abandoning my roots. It was about choosing a life that honored my values, not just the expectations of others. I took the leap, not because I had all the answers, but because I was tired of living a life that didn't feel like mine. The risks were real, the failures inevitable, but the alternative, staying in a cage of comfort, was a price I couldn't pay. Now, when I look back, I see that the greatest strength we possess isn't in avoiding uncertainty, but in embracing it. The world doesn't reward those who play it safe. It rewards those who dare to build something new with their hands, even when the ground beneath them is shaky. To the ones still standing at their own crossroads, I say this: your dreams are not a distraction from the life you're meant to live. They are the compass. Trust your instincts, even when the world tells you to pause. The path you're meant to walk isn't always the one others have taken. It's the one that feels like home, even if it's uncharted. So take the risk. Let the fear be your fuel, not your anchor. Because the life you're building isn't just for you. It's for the version of yourself that hasn't yet been born, waiting to step into the light.